Aries, what is up? It's your girl, Just Jazzy. I'm coming to y'all again for your reading in December. I don't know why I said again, because it's been a hot ass minute since y'all have seen me. So, some of y'all are acting like, or somebody around you is acting like, how do I explain this? Like they do this often when they don't. It's like, I'm hearing imposter, but it could be an imposter. It's just like faking the funk, you know. It's like you acting like you're better at something than you really are. Let's see what that's about. Spirit, angels, ancestors, most high divine, I come to you at this time asking for messages for Aries. I mean, so far it's really good. You got the Knight of Cups, you got Justice coming. Oh my god. Hearing some of you guys are trying to keep something together. It feels like it's falling apart, is what I'm hearing. And as I say that, I cut the deck and there's the death card. And I just said that because I'm shuffling the cards, and normally I shuffle fine, but I just shuffled and it was like hard to like put it back. Like some of you guys are doing a lot of juggling, and it's gonna get messy, is what I feel. It's going to be messy. And I feel like putting the pieces back together is going to be, I heard a number, it's going to be a challenge for sure. It's going to push you to be in a hermit mode and really do some self-reflecting. Some of you guys, though, or somebody you're dealing with is like watching you when they're alone. They're looking at you. Could be some kind of third party. Someone's taking a lot of strength, though. This is Leo energy. Okay, what is the past energy for Aries spirit? Energy for Aries spirit. Okay, you're about, in the past you embarked on a new journey. Okay, you felt like something was being balanced for you. Spirit was balancing something out for you. But with that came a lot of secrets and lies and deception. Okay, and then Spirit's also reminding you that you are a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities through this deck. And may you find your best self. Um, may you find a path to your best self. Aries, this is just interesting because I feel like the goal for you is to find a path to your better self. Like whatever it is that you went through, that you're going through, all of it is just guiding you towards your higher self, because maybe you didn't operate from your higher self before. Like there's a page here. So this is somebody who is young-minded, who have passions but don't really know where to start because they're just getting started, right? They have all the ambition, all the drive, they want to do it, they can do it, they're positive that they, you know, all the thinking and affirmations are there, right? It feels heavy though. It feels like Spirit is reminding you, having to remind you of who you are. It's like wanting to be a boss before you're truly ready to be that boss. It's like you or somebody else. I mean, cross watchers can take it as they want, flip it, whatever you need to do. Take it as it resonates, all right? But what I'm seeing right now is a person who is eager, right, to take a certain path. But that path is full of deception, and I feel like they're a part of that deception. It's their own self that is causing that deception, and that's those secrets. And it feels like Spirit is working on breaking you out of toxic patterns, toxic um, thoughts, trains of thoughts, ways of thinking. Because really, you have what it takes to be the person that you're trying to be, Aries. There just has to be some balancing and shifting, because the path that you're going down is a deceptive one. You see this? Here's this young girl, right? She is ready to take this new path. She's ready. Before this is an angel who's shifting the waters, trying to alchemize something. I don't know if I said that right. But look at this. It's like, then you have the moon card, right? With these two women who are walking down this path. And this path is going into a dark cave. And in the water, you have this dark ass figure, like ready to pounce, it looks like. These women are wearing masks, okay? They're naked, they're vulnerable. They can't see clearly. They're not showing their true face. Okay, and this is the time of a moon. So they are acting as coyotes, right? Or wolves howling at this moon, right? And that's what I said at the beginning, right? It's pretending like you're being something you're not, like you're better at something than you are. These women are pretending to be wolves howling at the moon. They're not really wolves. They're actually naked ass women who are about to be stalked down by whatever the fuck this dark energy is. This girl is not prepared for that shit. She's so, it's like it feels like a naive vibe, right? It's naive. It's like you're careful, Aries. This is either you or somebody else that they're trying to take on something that's bigger than them. Okay, in the past. And it's like, may you find your best self through this. It almost gives a tone of like tough love, right? It's as if like spirit knows what route you're taking and they can see you taking it. But these are the choices. It's like a eagerness, right? Like a stubbornness wanting you to take, like you want to take it. So Spirit's like, okay, your free will is a thing. Go for it. May it lead you to your best self. And it's like that undertone of like, all right, well, it's going to polish you, but you're going to go through some shit. Okay, and I spent way too much time on, no, I didn't. Because I was just sitting here downloading right there. That was deep. What's the present energy for Aries? What's the present energy? Some of y'all are defensive. Oh, left out in the cold. You feeling Pentacles are not looking too good for somebody. Justice is being, for somebody, their justice is going to be left out in the cold and not having as much money as they once did. Being in their head, stuck. I wish I didn't do that. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing, I wish I hadn't done that. Whatever this justice is, makes this person feel like just in their head. Can't sleep at night, anxiety. This person doesn't look like they have a lot. Okay. What's the present energy for Aries? Ooh, I like that. The Empress came out. Could be dealing with a Taurus or Libra. Libra got the same thing too, the Empress. What's the present energy? Okay. Aries, you're going through some major shifts. Somebody has a grandmother who was like pleading on your behalf. Somebody's grandmother is not here in this realm. They have passed on and they are just pleading for you. You could feel like the Empress right now, Aries, but something is about to, it's about to end. Okay. This could have been relevant to Scorpio season or Taurus season. Think back to things that happened during that time. That's like end of March, beginning of May, um, end of October, beginning of November. I see ships are sailing away. I don't ever see that with this card. This is the first time I've ever noticed that. Ships are sailing away. It's like too dark. um, some of you guys could be dealing with a Taurus or a Scorpio, or you could have this in your chart who is going to be sitting lavish and real comfortable while this ending is taking place. There's like a king that's being trampled over. If there's somebody in your life who you feels like a king to you, or it's over. This could have something to do with children. Okay, the Empress is all about being a mother. It's a maternal figure who is pregnant, right? Usually she is birthing something. I don't know why I skipped over that. She's birthing something, and it is coming into fruition. It's just flowing towards her. She doesn't go out and get it. Okay, so some of you guys could be in the energy of, or somebody dealing with could be in the energy of not fighting very much. They're not chasing, they're not going out and getting anything. They are being still, they are being like steady. They know that they receive. They do not chase. They know that their abundance is coming to them. They're not fighting for it. Somebody out there, either Aries or whoever you're dealing with, Aries, understands that the more you mess with them, or the more you're messed with, the less you have to do. Because look at what's happening. There's an Empress here, and then there's like this Grand Reaper just like out doing her dirty work while she is sitting where this sun is back here. She's where it's bright. She's not out there in that area. The water is coming to her, right? And here's the water right here, this dark water. The ship is sailing away. It's sailing towards her, though. I feel like it's a be careful kind of energy, right? Sometimes people don't know who they're really dealing with, right? The Bible talks about this. Sometimes we entertain angels unaware. Okay, we're all spirits. Okay, I don't know if I was saying this to you. I was probably saying it to Libra. Libra's reading was so biblical for some reason. I'm not usually one to connect Bible to tarot, but I mean, it has so many connections anyway. But I was literally just breaking a lot down metaphorically in a biblical sense. And I mean, this right here is giving that. It's giving like, be careful who you step on. Be careful who you mess with because you don't know who they are spiritually. It's giving protected is what it's giving. Whoever this is sitting on this throne knows that they're protected, so they're going to, and something about a white flower. This grandma, bro, is literally begging this Grand Reaper not to do it. This child is begging, not, please don't. Trying to offer a flower. There's this woman just knows it's too late. I feel like these are somebody's ancestors though, begging like, please don't do it, don't do this. But somebody about to be taken out, Aries. Somebody's about to be taken out because somebody doesn't know who they're dealing with. But they're dealing with somebody who's of high power, of high esteem in a spiritual realm. Take that how it resonates. What is the future energy for Aries? I don't even feel like I need to. Oh, the future is. Oh God, Aries. It's like every time I want to get excited for y'all, there's like something trailing it that's not that great. It's like Temperance, but the moon. Empath. I mean, not empath. Empress. Some of you guys could be dealing with an empath. You could be an empath. Empress. Be careful if you're dealing with an empath. Okay? Those are earth angels. And I'm an empath, and I could tell you that where most empaths are right now, we are in our dark villain era. We don't give a fuck. We're not fighting anymore. We know who we belong to. Okay? So take that how it resonates. But I cut the deck. I see the Ace of Cups. I'm like, oh, this is love. This is like love pouring over. It's connected to bondage though, and codependencies, and maybe alcohol, drugs, sex, addictions. It's connected to things that are not that great. So maybe it might look like love flowing over, but it's really an entrapment. Not even a fucking entanglement. This is a fucking entrapment. What's the future energy for Aries? I'm gonna shuffle that. Oh, even cut the deck. Spirit said cut the deck. Okay, Spirit. Oof, fire signs, y'all be on some shit. Okay, I'm going to Sagittarius after this. Go look at your past readings from me. They might resonate, Aries, if this one does not. Ooh, what's the future energy for Aries? What is it? Somebody's energy doesn't want to like really speak. Future energy for Aries. I feel like some of y'all are going to be moving on from something that brought you a lot of sadness and regret, okay? I felt, yes, definitely the Chariot is underneath. The Star is right here. Yes, this is all about healing, okay? Aries, don't get upset because some of y'all are not dealing with a toxic person. Some of y'all, you are that toxic person. I got the same feeling for Libra, okay? Libra was like healing themselves and getting to a point of just letting go of the toxic behaviors and realizing that it's better to just be on top of their, divine shit, honestly. And this is kind of what it's given for you too, Aries. This is like you moving away. Look, and whoever has a grandma who is not here, their grandmother is helping them in this process. Because something was bringing about so much pain to somebody. It's just sadness and regret, and they're moving away from that. And I feel like what this is saying is you have to go through a period of being happy by yourself, filling up your own cups and being proud of what you've done alone before you can come into this stability again, before Spirit will allow it. Okay. Once you get back there, it'll be fruitful. Okay, but I feel this energy feels calm. It feels humble. It feels like somebody's been through some shit. And look, I feel like this is the little girl that was starting out, and now she's a little bit wiser, a little bit more mature, and then she ends up being this grown woman with this pentacle, and now she's saving her money. She's good with her money. She's cherishing her money a little bit more. Um, it just feels like being happy by yourself. Okay, and for some people I'm talking to have been through so much in relationships. Um, they really took the time to do some healing, or maybe they just got humbled really good. I'll say really bad, but really good. And it's giving. I'm having this vision in my head. I think the movie was called Temptation, where that one girl, she was very tempted by this guy that she worked with, and she had an amazing husband. She had a really good husband, but she was cheating on this man with this other man from her job, and this man ended up like setting her world on fire, right? And at the end of it all, this guy, her husband ends up being her ex-husband. He divorces her. She ends up with this STD that she cannot get rid of. And it ends with her going into the pharmacy to pick up her medication from him. He's the one giving it to her. He works at that pharmacy. And, you know, like he's happily moved on and married, and she's just kind of alone. Like she's gone through that. She made that dumbass mistake as a child, right? With a childish ass mind, she felt like she could handle it. She felt like she could control it, that she wouldn't get too far deep, but she did. She got way too deep into that shit, and it burnt her. It burnt her, literally. And then it stuck with her for the rest of her life. And she was just this old lady by herself. She didn't have nobody else. I don't think, as far as I can remember, I think she was a single old lady. Her other husband had moved on. He had gotten married, had kids, had grandkids. He had a fulfilled life, right? And she had to just find peace and just be into herself. And it kind of gave the vibe that maybe she wasn't even really, you know, sometimes it's like when I'm divorced, okay? So I'm the kind of divorced woman where I'm like, I don't want to get married. Like, can we get real for a second? I don't want to do that shit again. Like, I'm in a relationship. It's beautiful. It's a really, very, very good relationship. My partner would love to get married. And oftentimes, I think about it. Maybe. But truthfully, after everything I've been through, I am good. And I'm also good. I've explained this. Who was I explaining this to? Was it Capricorn? Where I was like, yeah, it was Capricorn. But I was just saying, like, I'm not in a relationship because I need to be, or I feel scared to be alone or anything like that. Like, I just really just love my partner because I'm so cool being by myself. Like, if we were to decide tomorrow things just aren't working out, we're not shifting in the right direction with one another, whatever have you, like, I would be okay. Okay, I would be a little sad, but I would be okay. I'm actually okay being by myself. I'm really okay with that. And so, you know, I just been through so much shit in my life where sometimes dealing with other people, even if it's not even in a negative sense, just having to mesh my day with somebody, or my thoughts or my ways, how I do things versus how they do things. Like, sometimes it just feels better to just be alone. So I feel like this is the vibe I'm getting. Like, you're like, this woman looks like I get to keep this pentacle to myself. I get to keep these cups to myself. I don't have to share this. And whatever you're coming into, Aries, you don't have to share it. You've learned. Maybe you're one of these people who have given way too much in the past. You've given way too much of yourself. You've given too much of your coin to other people. It's like in the past, you're like wearing a mask with somebody else. You're like, you're in the deception with somebody else. Like, we're in this together. Like, y'all are both going down this road together. But it's deceptive. And the only reason you got there is because you were naive and foolish. But I just see growth over time. I just see, like, over time, you've taken that path. And it did come with some shit. Just like Spirit said. It feels like a death to the ego, honestly. Spirit, I mean, this is overall a very beautiful reading, Aries. Spirit, please give me oracle messages for Aries. Follow your heart's desires and manifest the heck out of your life. All you need is to believe in yourself. I feel that. Definitely, I feel that. I just feel like that's all this message is really about. I don't know so much about following your heart's desires. It seems like that's what's getting you in trouble, Aries. Never make permanent decisions on temporary feelings. This is what it's giving. That's what it's giving. I don't really have much to say about that because it's literally what I've been saying. Just be careful. Be careful what paths you take, what routes you go down, who you fuck with. Because of how you feel in that moment. Be careful because it could lead to some permanent ass shit that's going to lead you down a path you really didn't want to go down. Harmony is pure love, for love is complete agreement. Yeah, some of you guys, what I get with that, some of you guys don't know what love is. Okay, some of you guys know what lust is. You know what a toxic love looks like, right? You've grown up around that. You know what that looks like. That feels like home. That feels familiar. It's giving you need to do some major healing before you try to end up with somebody else, because that is the focus, bringing you to your higher self right now. Spirit, Aries, I want to tell you right now from this reading, I could tell Spirit loves you. You have ancestors in the spiritual realm that will bat for you. Are they satisfied with what you're doing? No. Absolutely not. They're not okay with it. I heard be careful before you go. Whew. Got emotional. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. They just want you to be careful before you go down a path that you would have never expected yourself to be down. While you're over here looking for pure love. That was actually in reverse, this card that says harmony is pure love, for love is complete agreement. You're in something that you feel like is love, it's not love. What did I get? I got the was it the Ace of Cups? Was it the I don't remember. I'm gonna close it out there. I feel like I said enough. That last part got me a little choked up. Because honestly, Aries, somebody really cares about you in the spiritual realm and they don't like the path that you're going down. You're gonna have to slow the fuck down. Stop. Stop, Aries. Stop. Stop yourself while you're ahead. Stop going off of temporary emotions and doing very destructive shit. Stop it. It's not good. It's not good for anybody. You don't know who you're fucking with. You don't. All right, Aries, I love y'all, and I will see you next week. Okay, bye.